Good morning to you. First thing on the agenda is to head down to the barn because I have a one-to-one with a lovely lady who runs a lovely business, and she also hosts some great events, and I'm hopefully going to help her to maximise the opportunity that's available to her through the potential of her business and also through her events. After that, I've got a phone call with a Young Entrepreneurs Initiative to see if I can get involved a little bit deeper this year in helping them to promote entrepreneurism and to inspire entrepreneurism in young people. Anyway, I'm going to jump in the barn. I will check in with you in just a little bit, and as always, until then, be successful, be productive doing whatever it is that you are doing today. Okay, so we've just finished our session in there. I've just sent her on her way. It was a good session. It didn't really go actually the way I thought it was going to go. I thought we were going to be looking at modelling, business modelling, pricing, for example. I thought we might even be looking at things like maybe sales and marketing, and we touched on many of those things. But actually, what came up really early on was the biggest gap in her game is really her mindset around money as a whole. Okay, now here's the thing: if you've got issues around money, then of course it's going to translate itself financially into your life. Okay, if of course you run a business and you've got money issues, those money issues are going to be projected into your business and through your business, and of course your business is going to have those money issues as well. And of course, as I keep saying in business, you need to be financially successful in business. Even if you don't need the money, your business needs the money. Okay, you must be financially successful in business. She has kind of issues around money in terms of charging the right amount, asking for money, just feeling uncomfortable about money as a general rule. Her business is very much a transactional business. So you come to her, you have her service, and then you pay her cash there and then. So of course, if you've got any kind of financial issues going on, financial blocks, nothing's gonna really magnify those more than physically getting involved in the counting of cash and the handing over of cash. Does this make sense? So you go to her, you have her service, let's say for example £100, and then you count out £100 in front of her, and you have to take £100 in cash. Now interestingly, I said to her myself, I said if I ran my business like that, I would get uncomfortable, okay, waiting for money and asking for the money and putting my hand out, you know, please pay me. You don't want to get into that kind of transaction. If at all possible, you want money to be taken away from the transaction. So all of our clients, all of our members, they go on to systemized payment plans. This makes sense. So they go through direct debits, for example, go cardless, whatever it might be. The transaction is like paperwork that gets done either before or after the actual service that we provide them. It's around it, so you get paid later or you get paid before it, but the money is not involved in that immediate transaction. The reason being, it's what I sometimes call crudely the kind of the prostitute effect, you know, which is you turn up and it's either uncomfortable because you have to hand the money over up front for the services and then you get your services, or maybe even more uncomfortable is having the service and then have to pay for it afterwards, and it kind of makes the whole thing feel a little bit sordid and a little bit dirtier than even it might have been in the first place. So in business, it can feel very much similar to that. So get the money. Here's my first tip. If you've got any kind of issues around money, then don't physically handle the money, etc. And you want to get over these things in your head anyway. But short term, you know what? Just make sure the money is dealt with as like the paperwork, like the contract. It's all outside of the service you're offering. Does this make sense? Now, if you run a shop or anything like that, of course you all day long, you know, ching ching ching, take the money all day down. But service-based companies, they can really struggle with this. So if you're one of those people that struggle with this, then stop doing the cash transactions. You want to really limit how much you can charge. I mean, if I'm sitting there literally counting cash of people as they walked in my door, as they walked in my room, as they come to my one-to-one sessions, I'd be sitting there and they'd be counting that 10, 20, 30. How many of those until even I would get really uncomfortable with this? Even I'd probably sit and say, you know what, that'll do, thank you very much, and just take the 80 quid, 90 quid, 100 quid. Does this make sense? It gets uncomfortable in that transaction. Not for everybody, okay? Some people have no issue with this whatsoever, but if you do have an issue with this, then get the money off the table. You get paid before, you get paid after, but it's away from on the service you're providing. Does this make sense? Get away from that paying as you enter the door or paying as you leave the room or whatever it might be. Get the money sorted out before or sort the money out afterwards, because when you walk through the door, when ultimately I'm here to serve you and to give you the result that we've already agreed upon when we did the negotiation for the money. I don't need the money to be involved in this part of the process. This makes sense. It's more comfortable for me. It's more comfortable for you. It also means that actually now it's all about getting the result that you bought and that we sold you. Does this make sense? And it gets really a lot more comfortable than if I'm sitting here like the prostitute effect, right? Now pay me money and then I'll start giving you my wisdom. You can't have anything. I won't give you anything. Give me some money. Right, now I'll help you. Make sense? Or I've helped you, now you owe me some money. Come on. I gave you all that wisdom. Help. You see, it's a bit ugly. It's a bit ugly. I don't like it. For me personally, make the deal, make the transaction, make the sale. That's separate to delivering the service. The service is about getting the result that you sold them. Keep the two separate. That's my number one tip from you from what came out from our call. There's other things, of course, but the number one thing that came out of there, get it off the table. Of course, you want to get rid of any kind of money issues that you might have or financial issues you might have in terms of your mindset around money. It's only going to block you personally, therefore it's going to block your business. It's going to really create problems for you, but most importantly, it's just going to stop you from living into your potential. Anyway, take that on board. Get the money outside of the delivery of the service. So I'm going to jump on now. I've got a call with Young Enterprise. It's a global thing, actually. It's a global initiative to help young people discover, uncover entrepreneurism. I think it's really important that people understand and young people understand entrepreneurism is a career path. Anyway, I'll make that phone call right now. I'll let you know how it goes. Hope you're having a great day. Hope you're being super productive doing whatever it is you're doing. I'll check in with you in just a little bit. I've just got a phone and I am excited to say that pending making sure that we can get all the dates working out and I can actually make it work my end, I am on the West Berkshire board for young entrepreneurs. Really excited about this. As I said before, entrepreneurism is a genuine career path. It's a genuine career option for young people, many of which don't ever get to see that or know about it, or certainly aren't encouraged to explore it. So I'm not saying that everyone should be an entrepreneur. I'm not saying that everyone's even built to be an entrepreneur. However, my job, I always see this, is once you've made that choice, is to wring out that potential that you and your business has. But with young people, it's like, you know what, I just want to give young people the opportunity to explore entrepreneurism, to see whether that might be a way of life for them. Here's the truth, and I say this to young people, there is no freedom like it. You can be a pop star, you can be a movie star, you can be a celebrity, you can be on Big Brother, whatever it is you want to be. None of it offers the same degree of freedom as entrepreneurship. When you're an entrepreneur, you get to do what you want, the way you want, with who you want, for who you want, when you want, for the wealth you want. It's what I call the 6 W's. Was that 6 or 5? Anyway, the 6 W's, okay? It's the freedom that you have as an entrepreneur. Of course you need discipline. Of course you're going to work hard. You're probably going to work harder as an entrepreneur than you ever will working for somebody else. However, you get to create and architect a degree of freedom in your life that you're not going to see anywhere else. There's no other opportunity like it, and that's why I back the living hell out of it. Anyway, so I'm super excited to get in there and I suppose grassroots you could call it, and influence and start to show and demonstrate to young people that entrepreneurism is a genuine career path that is available to them. It's not the easy route, it's not the get quick rich route, but it offers a degree of freedom you're not going to find in any other career or any other work or any other option that you're gonna have. Anyway, I hope you have the same degree of freedom that I have. I hope you enjoy what it is that you do as much as I do. I've got a whole afternoon right now of planning, tons of events coming up, a big kickoff event in Success Groups coming up next week where every member's going to be there. There's a whole night with those guys. A lot of talks coming up. The autumn is approaching, and with that, the business machine is starting to crank. It's starting to wind up. Hope you love what you're doing. Hope you are fulfilled in what you're doing. Hope you love your life as much as I love mine. Anyway, have an awesome one. Check in with you in just a little bit. Okay, so it's increasingly getting closer to 2 o'clock in the morning, so I had better call it a day. I'll be honest with you, I find it incredibly easy just to keep going through the night. However, it's not always the healthiest thing, of course, so I'm going to have to call an end to the day. Just spent actually the last couple of hours specking out the updates to the new studio. So I'll tell you more about that as it unfolds, but basically just getting some materials, some samples sent through, because I want to do a bit of an update on the studio for what we've got coming up this autumn. Anyway, I've given you hopefully plenty of food for thought today. I've spoken more than enough. I'm sure you might be bored of the sound of my own voice, so I'm going to call it a night. I'm going to catch you in the morning when we're going to do it all over again. I hope you've had an awesome day. I hope you've been super productive doing whatever it is you've been doing, and that you are one step closer, one day closer to realizing your own potential. Anyway, until tomorrow, be successful.